Oak Species 7 here. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Nice sunny morning here in Pleasant Valley on Farming Simulator 2013. And this is kind of funny. This big old Ford here, I actually, when I signed out, I had it parked with the rear bumper up against that straw against the corner of the building. I must have forgot to put the e-brake on because it would appear it has rolled the entire length of the parking lot and is now sitting here. Okay, well, there you go. We have a crop of sorghum. Kind of looks like really stunty corn. Maybe a cross of corn and hosta or something, but yeah. Not sure what we do with it other than grow it and cut it down. So we'll have to see. I think it's about half grown. The other thing I have been doing, other than cutting some grass out of the cow farm to try and get silage together, is, I still say this game has one of the most amazing skyboxes. And look at that sunrise. Amazing. So as you all know, I did download the Ursus pack, and this is the baling equipment that came with it. We have our little Ursus Z594 baler. Makes round bales. Kinda. This is the bale wrapper, which I kind of have an issue with. As you can see, there are bales out in the field. I hope you can see them. And that's from this little baler. Not a problem there. That worked just fine. It went along and it spit the little bales out just like the other round balers do. It's got a little alarm. This I haven't tried yet. This is the bale stacker. But the bale wrapper. Now I thought at first that maybe it hooked up behind the baler. And I thought, okay, it rolls from there up to here. This thing rolls it and then it'll pop it off and throw it away. Yeah, that doesn't happen. It doesn't hook up. It hooks directly to your tractor. Unfortunately, the bales that this device produces, this device says are the wrong type for it to wrap. So, But I shall show you that in a little bit. Because I also told you guys about the big windrower that came with the titanium pack. And this is her. This is the big Krone windrower. This thing is a monster. I mean, like it really is. The Swadro 2000. Yeah. Alrighty. It's quite a thing of beauty. It truly is. So let's get in here. And we're going to go way up. Look up. Way up. Yeah, most of you don't probably even know who the Friendly Giant is, do you? Okay, there we go. The tractor's lit up. So let's unfold the Swadro Monster 2000, shall we? Here we go. Yeah, the old Transformers theme music kicks in. Look at that scissor action on that little piston there. That's just outrageous. Very cool. So as you can see, you can cover a little bit of ground with this thing. This is going to give us 3 of our harvester's little straw trails into one. So let's light her up. Let's hit the zoom key. And I think we're going to try cruise control too. And I'm pretty sure if we run, right down the center one, it'll grab all 3. So there we go. It leaves a pretty wide trail. I found that a little bit odd. I don't know if you're expected to come over with one of the small swathers, or if the idea is that you would now run a tedder over this, and then of course that's going to spread it out again, or what. But I do find that it's a little bit of a wide bed. So I'm curious to see whether this little baler will pick it up, because it's a pretty tiny little baler, it really is. I mean, look at the size of these round bales it's putting out. Those are not like the ones that the other round balers put out. I'm getting a little off track here. Too much talking, not enough driving. Okay. Alright, well this is working. So yeah, as I said, I have been cutting some grass out by the cow farm. And I managed to get one of the silage bunkers, what is it, I think about 60% full, maybe almost 70. No, I think probably 60. So, and 3, perfect. So I did throw a blanket over it. The last time I checked it was at 90-something% fermented. Because you got to remember, a few patches back they changed it so that it was no longer tied to the game clock, it was tied to real time. Because it used to be an hour, and if you simply sped up the game clock, you simply sped up the fermenting process. Now you don't. You actually have to, I think it's a couple hours, and you have to actually have the thing up and running for that period of time, in real time. So, yeah, this is actually quite a nice windrower, as far as the area it covers anyways. As you can see, once you've gone through, it's certainly not like you could tighten these two rows together. You'd need, you'd need one of these windrowers hanging off the end fan of this current one or something, I think. But yeah, a little more than we could manage. So, we have one more pass to make with this. And yeah, I think that's probably going to be a little on the awkward side. So, what I'm going to do is run that out, shut it off, and then back it up. That way, when I turn it around, I won't end up screwing all these lines up, because, yeah, I don't think I would have quite had room to turn it. So there we go. Now we're back on track. We're not going to mess anything up. We'll go on cruise 2, since that seems to handle it just fine. And I think we'll bring this one over nice and close to the other one. Get it away from the edge. There we go. Alright. So yeah, this thing does a fine job. We'll get this done, and then I will demonstrate the little baler. As you can see, having less material doesn't seem to ensure a thinner line by any means. You seem to be able to narrow it out by cutting at a bit of an angle, but that obviously isn't going to work for any length of time, because you'll simply, eventually not be running the rotor blades on top of the crop you're trying to trim up anymore. So, I wonder if I could have caught both of these under one side and moved it close enough to join it with that other line. Oh well. I suppose if you're going to run a windrower up and down the field that many times, you might as well just darn well run the baler up and down the field an extra couple of times or two instead. So, alright, there we go. No, I don't think I could have got it close enough anyway. So there we are. What a wonderful little windrower. Well, a little is hardly the term, I guess. Okay. So, as you can see, these are like some tiny, tiny little round bales. I mean, yeah. They're not even the size of the tires on the tractor. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it makes lots of them. It's not like you need a whole bunch of straw to make one, but by the same token, I think it's sort of small-time farming sort of thing. Like, but I mean, if you were in a place where the fields were small enough that you didn't require really big equipment, that sort of a thing would be ideal. So now, darn Ford truck got a mind of its own, that thing. I believe the windrower, where the heck does it go? Over here? That's the one, right beside the tedder. Right beside that tedder. Whoops. Off to a wonderful start. Up, there we go again. Okay. I've just bollocks this one completely. And I don't know why. I'm usually alright at this. Although I do find that there is something a little weird with the terrain on this map. Insofar as parts of it seem to inexplicably kind of slow you up or speed you up or whatever their trick of the day is. No, I don't believe this. And this, unfortunately, right in front of these garages is one of those spots. Angles just seem to get, see what I mean? Like, I didn't move back even a foot, and that thing must have swung 30 degrees. So, getting things into tight spaces, as well as the speed. Usually if I hold backwards, this tractor will accelerate very slowly. But, there we go. Once you actually get it partway in, it seems okay again. So, alright, we'll drop that there. And let's head over and grab our little baler. Quickly grab up a couple of bales. As I say, the wrapper, I don't know, I'm going to look into it. I had a look, I couldn't find anybody actually using that particular wrapper on YouTube. I found a couple of guys using bale wrapper things, but yeah, it wasn't anything like this really. So here we go, we'll turn her on. We'll go cruise 1. And we'll start heading down. Okay, so the capacity is only, I believe, 3,500. So there we are, we're already full. And out comes our little tiny bale. And away we go. So on these windrowed strips, how far do we get? Wow. We're not going to get very far. There's half a baler, 3/4, and stop. And we might even have to back up just a little bit. There we go. Spit it out. Ta-da. Moving along. So, the other thing you have to consider with a Miche station, bales are actually not of any particular value anymore. You know, that's just simply the way it is. So this is just sort of a, you know, I'd like to try these because it is a part of the Ursus pack, and we haven't actually used it yet. So there we go. And that is quite honestly all I'm going to do with that little baler. I just wanted to make sure there was enough of them out there that it was worth hooking up the stacker, because that's what we're going to try next. Like I said, I just sort of wanted to show this off. I mean, we've got our Ursus tractor here, and you know, we've got it pulling the Ursus baler. And said the wrapper, I mean, I can hook up to it, but fortunately, for some bizarre reason, that's really all I can do. So, hopefully, it's not going to tell me that this thing like picks up only square bales. That would be just so disappointing. Alright. And we will put it into operating position. Okay, that seems fairly basic. Let's go see how she does. Doo-doo-doo, where's a bale? There's a bale. Does it need us to come at it from an end, or is it going to matter? Is it going to turn it around like the other ones do? Well, there we go. Didn't seem to have much of an issue. What happens if you come at one broadside? Does it turn it? It does too. Lovely. And then slides them along. So 2 is 25%. So yeah, you don't get a lot on here either. And yes, you can hit it at full speed. So you can see we're halfway there. 3/4 of the way there. And one more bale. Well, at least you can go full speed on this, eh? Look at that. Now I guess we can take that in. And go all the way back up. Well, that's not bad. I mean, that's a pretty cool little bale handler. You know? Again, like I said, I mean, for Hagenstadt, for instance. Perfect. You know, you might want to go with the bigger model if you were going to do the new map, but if you were going to do Hagenstadt, you know, stock equipment with the Ursus download, and the stuff is not terribly expensive. It's much cheaper than going with the other game equipment. So, but I mean, rightly so. This is probably, you know, 3 square bales worth of straw. So, couple of choices. I put one of these pole barns. I got rid of these sheds at the end of the parking lot. With moving a little bit of machinery up to the cow farm, etc., it's not really that difficult to come up with a way to not need those other sheds. So yeah. Okay, let's see how well this behaves in here. Which is to say, let's see how well I can drive. Yeah, completely different things. Alright, we get that problem again. See, it took it the entire length of it to straighten out. So, I don't know. Some of the gear is that way and some of it isn't. But okay, how about we just back pretty much straight up here. Okay, and oh, supposedly this is what this pole barn is for. It's storing your hay. So let us take advantage of it. Here we go. And unload. And do they stay there? They did. How nice. How nice. Down goes the platform. Oh, that's not good. It actually pushes the bales. Oh, because of the big spikes on the back. Alrighty. Well, that kind of makes sense. Alright. Well, like I say, we don't actually have a use for the baling equipment when you get right down to it. Well, I guess I do need to get at least the rest of the bales that are on the field, don't I? It's only a couple. Go back into operating position. Zippity-doo over there. And grab our last couple of bales. And I will put those other ones away, and I think the rest of the straw I'm actually going to pick up with... Did I leave one bale? Is that really all we had left anyways? Okay. Boop. And yes, it is. Okay. So the one bale we had left, I am going to take elsewhere. I'm going to take this to our straw power plant. This is a little placeable mod that you can actually get. Yeah, I think I got it at FSUK. The only other thing I've added is I am running the multi-fruit mod. You say, well, you already had a map that was doing multi-fruit and you had the harvesters, etc. What the multi-fruit mod actually does is allows you to use standard in-game gear to harvest multi-fruits. Yep. Hopefully this doesn't eat our baler. So yeah, you can take, I can now get one of the big IH axial harvesters or something and use that. And we should get money for this. There we go. Not much, but we got some. So there, any extra straw can also go in there. Because right now, our miche plant is full. And as you can see, we have some 647, almost 648,000 units of straw. So we're not hurting for these little bales. So, and this tractor is definitely starting to hurt for gas, though. He's been a busy little puppy. So we're gonna tuck some parts away. And take them over and fuel them up, I think. And away you go, right across the parking lot. We have a fueling station. So perfect. Of course, you always want to. I guess you can't, can you? Oh, you can. Okay, you can shut your tractor off and refuel it. Perfect. That's good to see. Actually, good for them. So we're gonna let that guy refuel, and we're going to hop into the Jeep. Bam, 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 bam. And take a quick zip over to our cows. Well, the cow farm anyway. I just want to see how that silage is doing. And this Jeep makes the shortest work of it. It's funny, if you accelerate and then come up on the roads, you can get some pretty good speed up. But if you try and accelerate just on the road, it'll only take you up to about 30 miles an hour. Whereas in the grass, it'll take you right up to the full 60 plus. So, I guess they just figure being a Jeep, it should work better off-road. I don't know. But yeah, we're just going to quickly pop up to the cow farm here. There it is. You can see the little... Well, not so much anymore, actually. They're starting to fade. That swath is almost completely gone. Yeah, it is. Most of the places where I actually cut grass for the silage is gone. The grass has grown back. Cool, maybe the silage is ready. And it is. Look at that. Yeehaw. Boom. 73%. 221,000. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, our next project, of course, will be to load some silage. And this is one of the reasons I really like this, the way the storage systems on this map work. Because of course I can now go over to my silage pit with this guy, which is quite a thing to move all the way from your home farm out here to the cow area, which just happens to be the closest silage pits. But all I need to do to get it silage from here to my mesh plant where I need it is simply dump it in the silage one here, and I will now have 10,000 silage back at the sheep farm. So that's just too cool. Bumpity bump. See? Well, 9. Oh, there we are. I don't know why I was going to hang on to it. And there. And I will spend a little while unloading this silo from here into there. And then I can use the forklift back at the sheep farm to throw it into the mesh station. And from the mesh station, we'll give it time to process. And next episode, that last silo will start to fill up. Because the last silo is mixed rations. Once we have mixed rations, see, mixed feed. Once we have that, then we can start thinking about getting our cow production up. So, that's exciting. Now I'm going to leave this guy here, shut him down, jump out, and if we quickly pop back over to the Jeep, Tank's Best, Flexi NK. Ew. Kind of a nasty name for a fertilizer, isn't it? I don't know. I think so. Keep on. So back to the farm. I think I'm going to need to use the... I wonder if this thing washes. Oh, wow. Whoa. There we go. So yeah, we'll head back to the farm here and have a look at our silage. Okay, I didn't just come out of there and go like completely the wrong way, did I? Yeah, I did. I thought things looked a little odd. So, no big a deal. La 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 la. We'll cheat and cut across some fields. Here we go. And 60. Beautiful. Get there in no time. Zippity zip. Should come across the cut road here pretty quick. Whoa. There's the road we usually take. The radio station is he listening to? 895? Must be an FM station. Good for him. Alright, and here we are back at our farm. Whoa, stop sign. Okay, this thing slows down absolutely horribly. I had my foot on the stop key for quite a while. That little Jeep's just an accident waiting to happen, I'll tell you. Okay. So, we will thump our way through here. And I just went all the way through the wrong way, didn't I? Yeah. Good for me. Good for me. I went right past it. Okay. Ta-da. 20,000 silage. So as I say, I can use the small forklift over there. This guy here that I keep by the recycling bins. And load some of that in our miche maker. And next episode, that's what we'll do. We'll create the last ingredient we need to actually get going on some critters. And maybe then what we'll do is we'll sell some of the crops that we have and finance us some chickens and some cows. And I think the sheep are ready as well. Like, I think we've got everything in place to do sheep. So yeah, maybe it's time to start getting a couple animals going on the farm. The only thing we can't do yet is the pigs, because they also require a root vegetable. And I don't think we got a whole lot. In fact, what do we need? 2 statistics. There we go. To do pigs. Cotton, whatever. Slurry. Chicken slurry? I guess. Egg. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, cows. We own none, but we have 200,000 liquid manure. Huh. That's funny. But you can see the water and the grass I've already filled some in. Same thing here. The sheep. I've already filled their feeding trough. And they have water. That's all it would take without having actual sheep, was that amount before it said it was full. And that, of course, is right here. The sheep is right over there. So, and here we are with our chickens. We have one chicken. He's at 110% productivity because he has wheat and water. Too bad he's a rooster and he doesn't lay eggs. And our pigs, we need all this. Mixed rations, grain, earth fruits. Now I'm assuming they're talking like potatoes and sugar beets and carrots and crap. And water and straw and manure and on it goes, eh? Yeah, pigs are real neat little buggers. Huh. It's funny, the last 3 pages list the same thing. So there we are, and I think, as I say, that we will actually get into that the next time around. But I think until then, we got through what we needed to get through. I've got some equipment to put away, and some silage to move around. And I think that's where we're going to call her, folks. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Sorry it's been a few days. Wasn't feeling that well. Doing better now. And, what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. I want to tell you guys, I noticed on Steam earlier when I was looking at it that they are selling a PC version of a game that I played a few years back on Xbox. It's called Enslaved: The Journey to the West. Now, gameplay-wise, the combat's pretty good. The puzzling is pretty good. It's sort of an action RPG. What set it apart from pretty much everything else I've played was the character interaction. The two main characters in it, the girl and this big burly dude that she calls Monkey, the interaction between them is probably better than you've seen in most movies and certainly all video games. I don't believe it's very expensive. It may well be worth picking up. If you didn't get a chance to rock it on the Xbox, try it on the PC. But anyway, with that, I will see you all the next time. Be good to each other, and ciao for now.